You see, there are countless occasions where I have encountered a quite number of people complaining bitterly how they really want to become an entrepreneur. But the fact is, they don't have money, and for that matter, they don't know how they will be able to start. In this video, I'm going to educate you on the easiest way to become an entrepreneur. So without wasting my time, you know it already. Point number one, you need to look for a source of income. If you really want to become an entrepreneur, then there is a need for you to ask yourself, where can I get money, or what can I do in order to generate money as a starting capital to be able to put up my business, or perhaps to establish my business. So looking out for a source of income, I don't know what you may be thinking, but what I'm here to admonish you is that there is a need for you to be able to look for a job. If you are somebody that you have zero capital or you have nothing on you, then there is a need for you to go and then look for a job. A job that is going to help you, a job that is going to pay you some amount of money at the end of every month, so that you begin thinking about savings, so that you'll be able to think about how you are going to bring your whole entire dream or vision into a reality. That is the reason why there is a need for you to get a job. Are you getting it? If you are a starter, there is no harm in you getting a job. No, there's no harm in that. But one thing that I always advise most youths is that once you are in the job, think of becoming your own boss in the nearby future, not now. So right now you can start to become an employee, whereby you'll be working for somebody in order to generate some amount of income for yourself. So once the income is coming, try to put them aside, or put some aside, so that you think of becoming your own boss rather than still remaining into the employee zone. Point number two, after you've been able to look for a source of income, which is one way or the other, maybe the job, you need to also think of opening a savings account. And in this savings account, that is where you are going to demarcate your money into two. You need to put one for your own expenses, and also put another savings into for the future expenses. That is your future dream that you want to embark on. That is the vision of becoming an entrepreneur. It's number three, be committed and disciplined with your savings. You see, there are certain people, they are not committed. You are dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, and you haven't been able to cultivate the habit of saving. Then how are you going to start that kind of vision that you have dreamt of? It will never and never come into reality. Are you getting it? So there is a need for you to stay committed and then disciplined to the kind of thing that you want to do. You see, when it comes to savings, it's not easy for people to save. That is the reason why most people fail when it comes to savings. So here you need to discipline yourself. You need to be committed enough that, at the end of the month, I'm going to deposit this particular amount every month. Be committed to it. Make sure that every month you are depositing that amount of money or more. Are you getting it? That is where the commitment comes in. And when it comes to the discipline, you see, you need to tune yourself in a way or manner that you are not going to let any form of, let's say, fashionable materials attract you, so that you go in for the money to buy them. Here you need to discipline yourself and tell yourself, this is the kind of journey that I want to embark on. That is the vision I am having. And to be able to bring this vision into a reality, I need to discipline myself, close my eyes for all those attractive objects that I may see around, of which maybe it may allow me to spend my money on them. Are you getting it? So you need to close your eyes on all those fashionable objects around. Discipline yourself. Know that that is what I want, and that is what I am going in for. You shouldn't let it be like, let's say, I am saving at the same time. Hey, I need this sneakers. Hey, I need this clothing. Hey, this cap is nice. I really need it. No, this designer top is very nice. I really need it. You see, immediately you begin to focus on all these fashionable materials out there, then you will never and never be able to save. Because once you are saving, you think of, you just let me go and just take a small, or let's say a percentage of the money in my account, and then go purchase this designer wear. Besides, it's just a single top. After all, it wouldn't depreciate my money enough. Are you getting it? So if you do it today, the next day you say, why don't I get this nice sneakers that my friend is using? It's also nice. I really feel like getting one. You see, I wear it and then going out and then bluffing. You see, so when all these thoughts begin coming into your mind, then it means that discipline has been cut off. So you need to discipline yourself enough. It's true that those objects will come, the attraction will come, and all these things. But position your mind. No, I have a vision. I have an agenda that I am drawing at, and by hook or crook, I must get there. Are you getting it? If this thing keeps on coming into your mind, immediately you see those fashion objects and then you feel like going to purchase them. You say, no, I want to become an entrepreneur, so I wouldn't buy this. I am waiting. After I've become an entrepreneur, I will still be able to get those items. Are you getting? That is the reason why the last time I was saying in one of my previous videos that, you see, these days we are thinking of getting iPhone 13, iPhone 12 Pro Max, and the rest. They are all good. By the time it's coming, iPhone 20, iPhone 22, iPhone 40 will be coming. Are you getting it? And those are going to be much advanced than the ones that we have now. So you need to tune yourself, discipline yourself, and say, no, I want to organize myself very well, secure the job first, or start my business. Are you getting it? When I'm done establishing my business, let's say a year or two, definitely I will start generating some amount of money. Those amount of money that I'll be generating, I can decide to get one of the gadgets for myself. At that time, there will be even better gadgets than the one that you see today. Are you getting it? So that you go in and then grab it. That is the reason, one thing that I have been advising most youth on. We need to delay the urge for luxury. I know that when it comes to your savings, if you are not disciplined, definitely the urge for luxury will come in, because you will realize that, oh, my savings has yielded enough, and for that matter, even if I take a little amount of money from it, it wouldn't depreciate my money, or there will nothing be wrong with the money. Still, I will still be having enough in it. When this ideology comes in and then you begin to go and then just take a portion or a little amount of money out, fine. By the time you realize that you've disorganized or scattered all the money, you've emptied your account, you wouldn't even believe yourself. Are you getting it? And when this comes, it means that your dream or your vision that you wanted to bring into reality has been shattered. So let's be cautious about this thing very well. Be committed and disciplined. I'm saving for this. I wouldn't take this money to do anything. This money is set aside specifically for this in my long term or in my short term run. And then that's it. Are you getting it? Point number 4, you can get a side business. You see, when you begin savings and then you realize that the savings has yielded enough and then it is bigger enough, and maybe here you think maybe you can establish something, or perhaps you can start with a small business. You can organize yourself like using that one for, let's say, your practicals and the rest, and see if things will work out. Are you getting it? So maybe that one, it should be something that you have passion for, something that you have a lot of idea about, something you have acquired a lot of knowledge on, and then begin starting that particular thing. Are you getting it? So that will be a side business for you. Here, note this, it is not compulsory. If you think you are someone who can set aside a side business whilst in your job field, don't try it, because most people do this mistake and then they say that, oh, I'm going to set a side business whilst I'm working and I'm going to put it into the hands of somebody. Sometimes it may work out, other times it may fail you big time. So you need to think about it very well, whether you want to go in for a side business or not. If you think you don't have the time, if you think you don't have the capacity to do so, don't go into it. Take your time, just continue savings, and then immediately your money reaches the equilibrium that you want, go and grab it and then begin thinking about how you are going to start the whole process of entrepreneurship. Are you getting it? So if you are somebody who have the capacity to start up a side business, then that is also cool, because at the end of the day, it's going to help you generate enough income for yourself. Are you getting it? Yeah. And I know that definitely if you set up that side business, you are also going to increase your savings. So whilst increasing your savings, then it means that you are getting closer to the amount of money that you need to be able to embark on that particular journey of business establishment, or let's say becoming your own entrepreneur. Point number 5, you need to analyze the whole process of how you want to establish that business of your interest. So you need to ask yourself, what are some of the things that I want to sell? Maybe, for example, I want to deal in gadgets like phones. You need to ask yourself, how much number of phones do I need even in my shop? That is the first thing. So that will tell you the amount of money you need to focus when it comes to your savings. Are you getting it? You need to also think about, where would I even locate this business? Are you getting it? Think about the location. And thinking about the location, you also think about, maybe, would I need a shop, or would I need just any mere location and then put it on table and then I'm there? Are you getting? You need to ask yourself all these things. If you need a shop, then definitely you'll need a place that you are going to rent if you don't have one. So how much money will go into the rent? You need to know it. Would I also need an additional money to what? To decorate the interior of that workplace? That's also one thing that you need to also come into your mind. You need to also ask yourself, what are some of the things that I will also need at the business premises? Would I need workers? That is one thing that you need to also ask yourself. And also, would I need special documentation for my work? That is one thing you need to also consider. So if there is a need for special documentation, how will I go about it? Will I seek a resource person's advice? From there, would I maybe go to the court, sign some documents and the rest? And how much money will go into that process alone? You need to also know all these things. Aside that, you need to also know the kind of things that you may be needing at your business premises. I don't know, you have the picture, or let's say the mental picture of what you want to the kind of business that you want to establish. So ask yourself, what are some of the things that I may be needing at my premises? Are you getting it? You need to ask yourself all these things. After that, you need to ask yourself, so what are some of the people I'm focusing on, perhaps, let's say, targeting for them to come and then patronize my products? Are you getting it? So you need to know all these things. Because when it comes to business, it's not an easy thing. Establishing a business is not something simple that sometimes people see it at, no, oh, I want to establish this business. Oh, I am doing this, I'm doing that. Charlie, it's not easy. So all these mental pictures need to come into your mind. Put them down, take a pen and paper, start listing them down. If I'm from here, I'll go here. If I'm from here, I'll go here. I'll pay this money here. I'll pay that money here. I will do this. I will do that. What is the average amount of money that I will be needing for all this process, or the things that I'm going to acquire at my premises? How much am I going to pay my workers for the start? What kind of people do I need? Do I need a competent people, or just an SHS graduate or high school graduates? All these things are some of the things that you need to put into the picture. You need to sit down, analyze all things. That's the reason why I said that analyze the whole process. Meaning that you are going to think about how you go about the whole process, about the thing that you want to bring on board. You just don't stand up one day and then begin to do anything just like that. It doesn't happen that way. If you do that, you are going to fail. So when it comes to business, think and then analyze the whole process. Have a plan. How are you going to execute all these policies that you have penned down? Are you getting it? Point number 5. And here you need to also ask yourself, is my capital ready? You see, after analyzing all these things, you need to ask yourself whether your capital is ready or not. If my capital is ready for the establishment of this business, then why not? Then I'm good to go. Are you getting it? Then I can proceed. Whether if I want to quit my job, or perhaps I want to still maintain my job and then also focus on my business at the same time, so that maybe one day, maybe if I see that yes, my business has gotten a good grounds, then I leave and then focus on my business full time, or do my business full time. Are you getting it? So after doing all these things, you need to ask yourself, am I ready? Is the capital for the establishment of this thing ready? Can I go into it now? Are you getting it? So these are some of the things that you need to take into consideration when it comes to you establishing your own business. If you're able to put all these things down, then that is the easiest way of which you can become a very good entrepreneur. Because here you have put into details how you are going to get the money, how you are going to keep the money, how you are going to start the whole process, and how you are going to bring your dreams or that vision on board. Then it means that boom, for you are there. You see, my dear out there, I would like to tell you, when it comes to business, establishing a business is not an easy thing. It's not an easy task at all. So know it. But if you are able to do it, Charlie, then you'll be one of the happiest people in some years to come. Are you getting it? So think of that. Think about it. I know it's not easy, but you need to try. Strive harder. Make it work. Because there is nothing that you have done that no one has ever done on earth before. Are you getting it? Everything that we dream of, everything that we want to embark on, somebody has already done it before. And it's just a matter of we coming to also do the same thing. Are you getting it? So think about it, plan about it, know how to execute your plans, and then know how to also implement them. If you are true, then financial freedom will also set in no time. Until I meet you another time in my next video, I say a big thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and send me your comments. Bye-bye.